Respectable ranch, man. Run that, man.
Hey, no, respectable ranch. This shit be coming.
He gonna do his research for you, man, for sure.
But
what's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's your boy Young and Jefe. Don't care about number what the check say.
To my big bro Young and Jefe, don't give a number what the check say. And look, my brother's innocent. Norby on my brother Herbie, I know for sure. Keyway, Cubby, home. North side.
This young ant, this my little homie from the north. This Monster Cody baby. This is baby. He's from the north. You feel me? But
for Young Ant, there you go.
It's your boy Young and Jefe. Don't care about number what the check say.
Detectives right now looking into the apparent beating death of a man, and they hope security video can help track those suspects down.
Aunt Jefe, the rapper and co-host of the No Jumper podcast, has been arrested for murder. Law enforcement sources have told TMZ that Aunt Jefe was busted by LAPD's elite robbery homicide division.
Yeah, bro. So this the latest on these matters. Shout out respectable rants, you know. Say Aunt Jefe gonna come out on top of this shit, bro. I believe it.
And booked for felony.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about young Aunt Jefe from 8 Trey Gangsta Crip. And we're going to break down the murder case that he was just recently arrested for. We're going to break down everything from his co-defendant, the victim, to how it happened and where it happened. But let's dive right into it. Now, young Aunt, like we said, would be from 8 Trey Gangsta, and he would be from the north side. And young Aunt would be the 5th Ant Dog. So how the generations would go for the 8 Trey Gangsters, it would be big, little, baby, tiny, then young. While some other gangs would call that infant. And both of young Ant's little brothers would be under him, with NBA 1 and NBA 2 being his little brothers. And on May 19th of 2026, a few news articles like No Jumper, TMZ, and E! News would cover that young Ant was arrested for a murder. And they would say that young Ant, whose real name is Maurice Shellman, and another man named Johnny Gray, was charged with the murder of somebody named Carl Welch. And this right here would be Johnny Gray, aka young Ant's co-defendant. And Carl Welch, who was 51 years old at the time of his death, was killed in a parking lot by blunt force trauma. And he passed away January 31st of 2026, months before young Ant was arrested.
Don't tell me a nigga 51 years old was getting a DP, right? We gonna hear him out though, bro.
And this right here would be Carl Welch, and he went by Lil Lowdown, and he was also from 8 Trey Gangsta Crip. And this situation happened on the 6900 block of Western Ave. And on that day of January 31st of 2026, officers responded to the location for an assault with a deadly weapon call. And when they arrived, they were directed straight to the victim who had sustained injuries. And a witness who was there told officers that a suspect armed with a knife and other individuals in a group had caused the victim's injuries. LA Fire Department responded and pronounced the victim dead at the scene, and they would say it was unknown if the incident was
You hear that, bro? Somebody with a knife and other individuals. Who the other individuals? Oh, mamas.
Related. But like we said, young Ant would be from the north side of 8 Trey. And the murder happened on the 6900 block of Western Ave. But shortly after Lil Lowdown's death, another OG from 8 Trey would post this, and he would say, "So Lil Lowdown's still unalive, huh? No candlelights, no funeral service to donate to, no victim of crime resources provided to his family, no concern whatsoever. Oh, and no smut on him. He did not deserve that fate. Neither did the 4 others who trusted you since I've been back. 10 years, the handlers list is busy. I don't trust you, and you, her, him, and them. Let's get it on. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's go March Madness. R.I.P. Lil Lowdown." And the OG that posted this would also be around the 50-year-old generation. And as you can see, he would say, he didn't deserve that fate, and neither did the
Sound like the older generation and the younger generation was fake clashing, bro.
4 others who trusted you since he's been back. And this would be an OG who went down for a murder and overturned his case and came home a few years ago. But we're not going to mention his name. But he would post another status and say, yes, you should be outraged. You should have addressed the issue and bring the best result for everybody before that ish. But the fools got that, big homie. He would then say energy and cats, and that is the cause of the downfall. R.I.P. Carl Lil Lowdown Welch, Big Spike, Tiny Solo, and a bunch of other names. And he would say, wow, everything I was taught was a lie. Thank God I sensed that energy amongst the cliques and crews connected to 5 of these homies. And God told me to move out the way. But Johnny Gray, who was young Ant's co-defendant, was arrested first. And as you can see, he was arrested at 10:10 in the morning. And young Ant was arrested 2 hours later at 12:50 in the afternoon. And Johnny Gray was charged with 1 count of murder. And young Ant was charged with 1 count of murder and 2 enhancements. But even though...
That's why I say, who is the other individuals, bro? Sound like they just picked up Ant because they don't know how to find the other individuals. All babas.
Ant was charged with the murder. It's alleged and rumored that Ant has nothing to even do with the murder. And it's alleged that in that parking lot, there's a smoke shop and a laundromat and a couple of other things. But it's also a known hangout spot for the A-Trade gangsters. And it's alleged and rumored that Ant might have had ownership in the smoke shop. However, it's alleged that Lil Lowdown and another OG that's around the 50-year-old range got into it. And that's when a fight broke out, and unfortunately, Lil Lowdown would lose his life. So it more so sounds like it was the wrong place and wrong time for young Ant. However, like we said, it's alleged that he didn't do anything. But since he was allegedly at the scene and he's not cooperating, they charged him with the murder. However, as of today...
So they charge a motherfucker with murder because he don't want to give up the tapes, bro. See how they play?
His bail would go from $1 million to $2,050,000. And as for Johnny Gray, who would be his co-defendant, they would also give him a $2 million bail. But as you can see, he would be out on 3 separate bails. And as for the $250,000 bail, this would be from when he was arrested on September 13th of 2023. And he was arrested for 2 counts of assault with a firearm on a person, 1 count of willful cruelty to a child, possibly causing injury or death, 1 count of possession of a firearm by a felon, 1 count of vandalism, another count of felon in possession of a firearm, 1 count of resisting arrest, 1 count of a prohibited person possessing ammunition, 2 counts of battery on a police officer, and another count of vandalism. He would then sit in the county jail for a month for that, but on October 5th of 2023, they would allow
That's a hell of a rap sheet, ain't it? When they talk about rap sheet, them the ones they talking about, bro.
him to post a $50,000 bail, and he would pretty much stay out of trouble for the next 2 years. But for some reason, on April 7th of 2025, they would up his bail to $200,000 to where he would post it. So in total, it would be $250,000. And as for the $30,000 bail, that would stem from a case that they filed on December 9th of 2025. But as you can see, he was arrested on September 3rd of 2023. So they would file the case 2 years later. And this would be 8 months after he bailed out on the $250,000. And on this case, they would charge him with 2 counts of injuring a spouse or a parent and 1 count of domestic battery. But like we said, he's still fighting these cases, so he's innocent until he's proven guilty. But a month after he bailed out is when Lil Lowdown would lose his life on.
You know the good books say, honor thy mother and father, bro. You got to, bro. You have to.
January 31st of 2026. And after that, he would go on the run. On April 8th of 2026, they would put a warrant out for his arrest for the second case. And on May 11th of 2026, they would put a warrant out for his arrest for the $250,000 case. And he would actually have 3 court dates next week for all these other cases, where the $30,000 case is a bench warrant hearing, and the $250,000 case is the arraignment and plea. But yesterday, the same OG that was posting statuses when Lil Lowdown passed away would post another status. And he would say, active generals, you see your people in turmoil, yet you remain silent, yet promoting the lifestyle from afar. You pride yourself as an active general, but you have no words for them. No plan to bring stability and direction back to your people. Now all the past indiscretions are about to play out in the national stage, especially the past 10 years since Big Spike. Everyone went silent about the things that mattered. Saint lives matter too. No meetings to establish a way ahead for your people, but instead, you stand down and away from the issues. And yet, everybody still praise those old bent fingers you're tossing up at 50 or 60 with no activity.
Yeah, it do be a lot of that, bro. Sweeping shit under the rug and fake smiles and fake hugs, bro.
Behind them, no leadership, no plan to resolve internal issues and save everybody from pending foul business, no plan to move us forward, nothing but self-service, selfishness, greed, envy, jealousy, and betrayal. But now the world about to put all the secret indiscretions out on the screen. Sad business. So as we all just heard right there, it sounds like this OG is sick of the internal beef with the A-Train gangsters. And it sounds like he's alluding that the beef started with 2 OGs, because he says 50 and 60 with your bent fingers. And clearly Aunt Jefe's only 35. But that right there is going to wrap it up for this story, and make Carl Welch, aka Lil Lowdown, rest in peace, and free young Aunt Jefe. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, but comment, like, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all. It's Respectable Rants.
Respectable Rants, man. Run that, man.
Hey, no, Respectable Rants. This shit be coming.
He gonna do his research for you, man, for sure.
But.
And from the research he gathered on these matters, bro, seemed like Aunt Jefe coming home. Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sound like a case of wrong place, wrong time type shit, right? You know, bad company type shit, or whatever. But I am a little curious as to why they upped the bill all of a sudden, right? And who these other people are that they post, you know, whatever, bro. It do sound like they trying to just pin this shit on Ant, feel me? He ain't got no tapes, bruh. Nigga, and ain't Chauncey, bruh. Y'all niggas, bro, this shit be crazy. Yo, let me know what y'all think, bro. We on to the next one. Freeing, bro. No, N ain't had nothing. You know what's crazy, bro? When I hear this shit, I'm like, something ain't sounding right about it, bro. Why would N Jefe just throw away all his opportunities? Whole life ahead of me, bro. Having chicken, bro. Having motion, bro. Got his own juice.
Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Ay, I need that cheese like a grater, ho. Don't play me like no simp, cause I never Captain Saber, ho. Yeah, but you can fucking be my waiter, ho. Long as you get